through my school of Riconology,
Yeah.
have her read my book of Ricopithecus and teach her how to be street smart so she wouldn't be taken advantage of on the road. And I like to get them at around 18 years old and break them in my way.
Whoa.
Works every time. But you got to keep them from falling in love with you.
Wow.
And that's the hardest thing to do.
Wow, wow, wow.
There's not enough room in my heart for all of them anymore. Too many have taken a piece of it and ran.
Oh, wow.
So
there's an answer right there.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow,
I have a little bit left for the next one, whoever she may be.
But see, he's not bitter. That's the cool thing here. You're not a bitter person at all.
No, I'm friends
No.
with all my exes and
Yeah.
my ex-wives. I'm friends with everybody. They want me for something, need me, I'm there for them in a minute.
Yeah, he speaks very highly of everybody.
Yeah, there's no reason to not care about somebody you've been with because you cared about them.
Right.
And nobody was ever wrong to me or mean to me or disrespected me. It just didn't work out.
Right.
Sometimes you're not on the same wavelength and sometimes it's the same path. And women have a tendency, and every guy knows this, to change you.
Right.
You know, you're with them, they're attracted to you for who you are. Oh, I'm so proud of you with all your accomplishments, but if you just would do this now and maybe talk this way and wear this when we go out, it's like, wait a minute. You liked me for me and who I am. If I become that guy over there, I'm not me anymore, and then you won't like me anymore.
Right, right.
Right?
Right, yes.
So when it gets down to that, it's when I bail.
Very good. Very good. But you're still nice to them if they do come back.
Oh, sure,
Right.
sure. Yeah.
Okay, so getting back to your bodybuilding roots now, okay? I actually have a part A and a part B to this question, okay? So this
Sounds like,
actually
sounds like my Medicare card, A and B.
Yeah, I know. So now we're moving into, you know, they kind of go together. But as a bodybuilder, just quick answer on this one. What's been over the years your favorite protein source? Not what it is now because you're at a different stage in your life, but what has it been through the majority of the last 59 years?
Estrogen?
Protein source.
No, I just said estrogen. My protein source, I think one of the best things is eggs.
Okay, whole eggs or whites?
I only eat half the egg, so it's not the whole egg. Red meat, turkey,
So red meat and whole eggs.
cottage cheese,
Okay.
fish, and chicken, and then you get sick of it.
And you had no allergies to any of those?
No.
So you mix them up pretty well each day?
Yes, no allergies.
You rotated them in and out over the course of weeks?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so as a bodybuilder over the years, I know I've asked you in a different interview that I did of you on your show. I interviewed him on another show. But on a different one, I asked you, what was your favorite workout of all time? But this time I'm asking you specifically, what was your favorite routine? Not one single workout that you did, but your favorite routine, split or how many days a week?
All right, I'll go back.
Of all time now. I'm
back.
saying that you if you could go back, forget about your age, forget about any of that stuff. If you could do this one forever and you had the best time doing it, what would it be? No consequences whatsoever.
Well, it's kind of close now even. I don't go heavy like I used to, but doing the chest and back together and doing opposing muscle groups, for example, doing bench presses, superset with chins, because it so happened back in the Golds, they had a chin-up bar here and a bench press rack here. So I would do a set, I'd do a set of chins, do another set of benches, set of chins until you got a pretty good pump.
Yeah.
And then I go to inclines with dumbbells and do them supersetted with seated lat pulls.
Mm-hmm.
Side flies with dumbbells, supersetted with straight arm pull downs for the back.
Right.
And it worked really well.
So opposing body parts. So the same thing would go like with your legs. Would you superset quads and hamstrings?
Yes.
Like essential leg curl?
Yes.
Bicep, tricep.
Bicep, tricep. You do a set of curls instead of tricep push downs.
So how would you split that up into 3 different workouts and then cycle through the 3? Like chest, back, shoulders, arms, legs?
Yes. Just like I said before. I would find sometimes different exercises, like after doing curls and tricep push downs, I would do alternates with one arm kickbacks, or maybe behind the head if I could lift my arm up, which I can't now because my shoulder's bad. But some of those things you can't do anymore because of injuries. But that was the best workout. And then the shoulder workout back then was the dumbbell presses that Arnold used to do, where we twist them, we go up the rack from, I think, 25s to 80s.
Right, I remember.
Back down to 25s again, and the same thing with lateral standing.
Right, right.
Now, it's good for a short period of time, but it wears you down, so you can do seated Smith machine presses, supersetted with standing laterals, or standing dumbbell seated superset with standing laterals, and you still get the same sort of effect on the deltoids.
Right, right.
And then after that, you do one more exercise, bent over lateral raises with dumbbells.
Abs and calves?
Abs, I did every day, 100 reps. Calves, I did every day for 5 sets.
Wow. Favorite calf exercise?
Donkey calf.
Absolutely! Absolutely.
And you know what? People laugh today. That's gay, sitting on somebody's back. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
This is what we did back then. And if you look back at the days of the golden era with Arnold and Zabo and Franco and Eddie and all, we all did donkey calf raises.
You all had great calves.
Yeah, you put a block, you lean on a bench, and somebody sits on your back, and you just knock those calves out. Then you put two guys under, and you knock them out as far as they can, and one guy jumps off, you finish with one guy. That's one of the best exercises you'll ever do, ever, for your calves.
Just generally speaking, I meant that comment as I'm looking at a picture over here on the wall, that black and white of you and the boys, right?
Yeah.
You all, across the bottom of the picture, can I grab it? Can I take it off the wall?
No.
No. So across is an old picture of himself, Franco, Arnold, Dave Draper. Who else is in that picture?
I can post that on here, so that's not a big
That's
deal.
it. Kenny Waller's in there too.
Yeah.
Every one of them looking across the bottom half of the picture, from the knee down, every one of them has calves. You all did donkey calf races.
We all did donkey calf races. Yeah.
Everybody did.
There was a standing calf machine. I don't think there was a seated, so we did the donkeys. There might have been a seated. Seated's okay, but donkey's directly right on the calf.
Today, people don't do this.
And there's no stress.
Yeah.
Well, they have a machine in the gym for donkey calves, and it's okay.
Yeah.
But it's not the same.
That's it. Well, Rick, it was a pleasure having you on Mr. America Heart.
Well, let me
today.
tell you.
You have something you want to add?
Yeah. Aside from all that,
yes,
the diet back then was really clean.
Yeah.
You know, I had a little hibachi. I'd make 2 burger patties every night with cheese on them and a salad and some cottage cheese.
Right. In
the morning, I would have a hamburger press. It's called a presto burger. And I make a hamburger patty with eggs. And then lunch could be an omelet or a burger patty and cottage cheese, and then a protein drink in the middle of the afternoon. And that diet really worked.
Right.
There was very, very little to no carbs, and you didn't really need them.
I remember you were telling me.
And if I went to my mom's house on the weekend for dinner, of course, she'd make all kinds of stuff. And I said, Mom, I can't eat that. Oh, well, I made it with non-fat milk. I made it like this. I said, I can't eat that.
And you have to.
And you have to.
Of course, with dessert.
Yeah.
And you'd be sick.
Well, I'd be happy. I'd be happy for a moment until the next day. I no more of that kind of stuff.
Right.
You know, we had one junk day was Sunday, and Waller and these guys, he'd eat a gallon of ice cream.
Yeah, I
and
remember.
Basically whole pizzas and stuff. I would have spaghetti and meatballs, cheesecake, a Jello mold, and that would be about it. And I'd feel so full, I end up crawling away from the table on my hands and knees.
Right.
Monday I was stuffed, and I was holding water. By Tuesday I was back in shape again.
Right. You'd expel a few things on Monday too, huh?
Right out. And I would ask Zabo, I said, what is the deal with us? Why can't we eat like that? He says, you can go one day during the week, in the middle of the week too, and eat whatever you want. But he says, you know, don't go crazy, because you're going to work out the next 3 days anyway. You don't have to limit it to Sunday. Just limit Sunday and maybe Wednesday, but half the amount.
Well, now Zabo, even in a little side note, for those of you who don't know who Zabo is, he just mentioned him. I've written about him in one of my books as well. So I was friends with him at World Gym when he worked the front desk, right? He was already in his late 70s. How old did he go to? Was he 82?
85 or something like that.
So Zabo, and I'm sure you put a picture up for them, even at, I walked in the locker room, even at 77, 78, I mean, bam, bam,
oh, he
bam.
had the best abs ever.
He had washboards going on.
He'd sit on a crunch machine, he'd do 1,000 reps.
Right.
But his diet was like really perfect too.
And that was my question. Did he eat clean? Did he go through periods, like he said, when competitions were over with, he would bring his weight down. He would actually lose weight.
Yeah.
And then grow throughout the season when he would start training for shows.
Kind of. He was Joe Gold's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
He ran the gym, and Joe liked him. So Joe bought him a barber's chair because it reclined to sit at the front desk, and he could lay back and take a nap. Zabo liked to sleep.
And he did. Even when I was there.
Dark glasses on, he'd go back and fall asleep.
Yeah.
Somebody would come in the gym and want to buy a membership. He said, don't bother me. Can't you see I'm sleeping?
And that was his line straight through till the end.
I'd walk in the gym, he'd say, look at me, he'd say, Rick, I said, what? He says, what's it all mean anyway? I said, I don't know. He says, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But I learned a lot from these guys. These guys were really old school bodybuilders, you know, from the 50s. And
yeah.
They knew a lot of stuff. You know, it wasn't all about drugs. It was about lifestyle.
Right.
And laying in the sun, eating and training was what it was all about. There was no fake tans and very few drugs back then. And it was just really nice.
Well, I can tell you this much, that, you know, coming from the perspective of having missed that era and coming after it, I can tell you that it's not just me, but many of the you know, current day or the last 20, 30 year day bodybuilders, whether they've been in Southern California or not, is a little bit of a enviousness of that time period that you guys had. Just as as a group of friends in a special time, it really seems special.
There's a lot of that. I get a lot of messages and comments and emails from people. God, I wished I would have lived then. I wished I would have lived then. I did, and I wished I could go back. I miss it tremendously. I had good friends. A lot of them are dead. I had a lifestyle on the beach that you could never duplicate in a million years. The weather, the sand, the ocean, and the wind, I mean, it was like heaven. And I lived right on the beach. And like I had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and a sun deck for $165 a month.
Wow!
And right across the street from me on Maine was the World Gym.
Right.
So I could walk over there, and Gold's was just a mile down. But you know, that's just the perfect situation.
Beautiful.
And I kind of fell into it just moving from Bakersfield. I started at Bill Pearl's gym, and then I went to Gold's and moved over there. I met Arnold and all the guys. I said, okay, I'm going to move over here. And I remember through the years, my mom stayed in Bakersfield for about the following 6-7 years, and she said to me, I'll have to ask you a question, because my father had passed away. She says, how does a kid from Bakersfield like you go to L.A., meet so many people, get into magazines, get into commercials, get into movies, without knowing anybody? I said, Mom, I don't know. It just happened that way.
Yeah.
She was so proud of me.
Generally, people like you, okay? Generally.
Why not?
I don't see why not. Okay.
But she was proud of me, and she said, you just did everything yourself, didn't you? I said, yeah. Well, she says, every time you tell me you're going to do something, you do it. You don't procrastinate. I said, you know, I love you, Mom, but you're a procrastinator, and that's one thing I learned not to do.
We learn a lot of things not to do from our parents.
If you put something off and you put it off, you'll keep putting it off, it'll never get done.
Right.
If you want to do something, you just go and you start it and you do it and you complete it, because you can put it off forever. I make a list every day of all the things I want to do, and I do them all. If I made a list of one thing for that day, I would never get it done. I'd put it off till the next day.
Wow.
Like getting my car washed. So the thing is that figure what you want to do in life, do it to your best ability, be happy, treat people fair, be nice to them, because you never know when you're going to see them at another point in life where you're going to need them. And
don't burn bridges.
Don't burn bridges. Live an honest life, and just keep a smile on your face. If you walk around with a smile on your face, you can never be sad or mad. That's how it works.
Pretty good. It's pretty good. Well, this has turned into way more than just 5 questions and answers, Rick. Again, I want to thank you for having me come on by today, because this is kind of fun.
I'll tell you, as a tribute to my mother, I was just telling my friend on the phone, I went and got a tattoo on my butt.
Okay.
I got an M on both cheek, and when I bend over, it says Mom.
He's been full of these from the moment we started today.
That's just one of those days, brother. I just don't know when to let up.
All right, brother. That's it. Thanks
John.
for having me, man, on the show. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me ask you the questions. I was curious myself. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well here on Rick's Corner. That's it. The man, the myth, the legend.
And here I sit.
Ric Drasin. That's it. Thank you.
Here I sit. Okay. Thank you, guys. See you next time on Rick's Corner.
Well, there we go. How was that? That was fun.
That was great.
Hey, do you want John to be your personal trainer? Get your training and diet managed online by Mr. America himself. Go to MrAmericaHeart.com. It's in the link right here below in the video's description.